What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another Platinum Trophy video for you guys. Today I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in Speed 3 Grand Prix for the PlayStation 4. Now, the last trophy that I do have to get is Crash Boom Bang, which is to crash your car for the 100th time. This is a little bit of a misleading trophy because you can crash your car in this game, but it won't actually count towards the trophy. When you crash, you do need a banner to kind of come across the screen that says you crashed. If you don't get that, then it's not going to count for this trophy. If you guys do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification to stay up to date on all of my new uploads. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this video. Before we do go any farther, I do want to thank all the channel members, and if you do want to become one, you can hit that join button below and I guess pledge. It's $10 to the Icky Snicky roll, and anytime I upload a video, you will get a shout out in it if you are an active member. So anyway, I was live streaming this Platinum over on Twitch. I do live stream all my Platinum trophies and various other games over there, so if you want to follow me, there's a link for that down in the description below. But I was playing this game as kind of a joke, more or less, because someone brought it up. Alex brought it up as a game that I should buy, and it was on sale. And it was like, whatever, screw it. You guys know me. I love my really bad games. And then it sat there for a few months, and I finally had some time, so I was like, whatever, I'll play it. Now, I expected this game to not take too long. I was like, it'll take a few hours. I think the fastest achiever was 3 or 4 hours. So I was kind of moving off of that. And let me just say, I would say it probably took that long, but it was extremely boring because you have to play through the quote unquote career mode. And the first two sections of the career mode really aren't that bad. But then you get into the third and the fourth one, and it takes forever, especially the fourth one. I think the races are 14 laps long, and you have to do all of the tracks twice. Once in reverse and once in the normal layout. And it really just took forever because the laps were probably a little around a minute. Some took over, some took under. So it was 15 minutes a race. And then you had to do 10 of them. So, if you do math there, which I don't feel like doing, it was a lot of time. Let's just say that. And the third one was the same thing as the fourth one, except it was only 7 laps, not 14. So it took a decent amount of time to get through the career mode. Now, if you're playing through the career mode and you're going for these other trophies, because you can do that simultaneously, you won't really have to grind anything at the end. I'm such a good racer that I didn't crash too much as I was playing through. I'm not trying to hype myself up here, but I didn't really crash that much as I was playing through. But I was going for crashing other cars and stuff like that, so I was working towards that. And the very first thing I did was I went for, there's a split screen trophy. I went for that. But you can definitely go for your crashes, and you can definitely go for crashing yourself as you're playing through the campaign, because the AI is really nothing to worry about. You can easily lap them as you're playing through, so you don't have to worry about them beating you. So I really wouldn't sweat about that. And then you won't have to really grind this stuff out at the end when it comes down to it. Now, for this trophy in particular, you can see that we're on the oval track. I forget what it's called. But essentially what you do is you go up to the first turn, you grind along the wall, and then when you die and then spawn back in, you then turn around and you grind on the wall going backwards, and then you just keep doing this back and forth until you've crashed 100 times or until you get your trophy. That's the way to grind this one out. To grind out getting crashes, like crashing other cars, you can do it very easily at the beginning of a race. You actually don't even have to hit the car. You just have to cause cars to crash behind you, and then it counts as takedowns. So you kind of just brake check the first car or the guy who's in second right behind you, and then it'll cause all the cars to crash behind you. So you can get an easy 10 takedowns right at the beginning of every race. So if you do that, every event as you're playing through the campaign, you'll easily be able to get that. I think it's 250 crashes pretty naturally. And then again, this one's 100, and then you do have to win 100 races. That's another grindy trophy, but again, you can do that on this speedway track and just a quick race. And then the rest of the trophies are just from the normal campaign, playing through the campaign. And then there's one, or I think maybe 2 trophies, which we'll look when we get into the list here. 2 trophies related to the split screen, where you need to win, I think, 1 race and then 10 races in split screen. But all in all, this game is just a big grind. I mean, I guess that's a textbook of any racing game. All you're doing is the same thing over and over again. So it's really nothing too different, except this is you know, even worse. And I don't even know what this game is going for. I don't know if it's going for realism. I don't know if it's going for arcade. It's got, you know, F1 realistic cars, but it's got arcadey physics to an extent that are like really delayed, but then it has arcadey like damage and your car has a health bar. I don't really know what the game is going for. Maybe it's going for its own thing, but needless to say, I don't, if this is the third game in the franchise, I don't even want to imagine what Speed 1 and Speed 2 are like, because this, I don't know if this deserves to even be a thing. I don't even know if I would suggest anybody to play this game, but it's interesting if you're looking for a shitty game. Let me just say that. And you guys know I love my shitty games. So we should be coming up to our last crash. There it is. There's Crash Boom Bang. And then we will get this Platinum Trophy Speed Demon, which I can appreciate this game for having a Platinum Trophy that's not just called Platinum Trophy. But that gets this game done. But anyway, let's take a look at this list. So here it is, 100% with the platinum, no DLC or anything. And as you're looking through the list here, you're going to see that there's crashing trophies, there's trophies for taking opponents out, there's trophies for winning, and then there's trophies for the campaign, and then split screen at the bottom. So all in all, it's a pretty straightforward trophy list. It's just a lot of stuff that you are going to have to do, a lot of the same stuff. Anyway, here's the profile trophy level 560, 83%, got 13,460 total trophies, got 9,076 bronze, 3,020 silver, 1,150 gold, 214 platinums, and like I said, 13,460 total trophies if you're into that numbers kind of stuff. And then here's the platinum trophy itself, again called Speed Demon. So as I keep saying over and over again, this game is super repetitive. Just like any other racing game, it is, you know, the same thing over and over again, which it's funny because when I think back on racing games, that's essentially all you're doing. You're just doing the same race or the same type of races over and over and over again. Except with this game, it feels like the same thing. Other games don't feel like the same thing because you can change your car or the elements change or things like that. This game doesn't do it. Same car, same opponents, same, you know, 5 tracks. It literally feels like the same thing over and over again. So if you're looking for a repetitive game, which I wouldn't suggest, there you go. It's going to take you a decent amount of time, but it definitely is a quirky game. And if you're looking for something that not a lot of people have played or platinum, then, you know, give it a shot. I think it came out in like 2021 or 2020. It's a fairly new game, so it was kind of pricey, and it probably is still kind of pricey. But if you're looking for something that, again, is kind of interesting, then that not a lot of people have, then there you go. And again, I'm not really sure what it's going for. I don't know if it's going for realism. I don't know if it's going for arcade. I don't know if it's going for a Burnout style game where you are worried about crashing other cars and yourself. I don't really know exactly what it's going for, but it definitely is its own thing. So let's talk about some numbers here. So if I had to give this a rating out of 10, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. Super easy. Anybody can play it. The AI is not difficult, even if you are playing on the quote unquote hardest difficulty for the campaign. It's not difficult. The only thing that it changes is the length of the race. It doesn't really change the AI, and the AI is really stupid. They'll crash and they'll destroy themselves, and you'll be able to lap them pretty easily. So I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. Time it takes to get the platinum, it really depends if you work towards getting some of those grindy trophies as you're playing through the campaign. I would say if you are working on the grindy trophies as you're playing through the campaign, so you're doing them simultaneously, you're probably looking at around 3 hours. If you don't do that, you're probably looking at more to 4 to 5 hours. So I would range this platinum anywhere between 3 to 5 hours in order to get it done. So 2 out of 10, 3 to 5 hours. If you want a quirky game, there you go. It's interesting, but I wouldn't pay like the $30 that I think it goes for because it's something stupid like that. Anyway, if you guys did go on to enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below if you have played it. Again, if you want to pledge to the Icky Snicky roll on the YouTubes here, you will get a shout out at the beginning or end of every video, even trophy guides. I'm even going to do it for trophy guides if you're an active member when that stuff's going up. So if you want to support me, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, if you did go on to enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. Consider subscribing for more trophy content like this, and I hope to see you all around sometime soon.